Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
We stand for the national anthem of France.
Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Brahim Diaz is someone who had a very interesting football education, Peter. He spent time in his youth, both in Manchester and Madrid, and he's had a real elite upbringing. And it's easy to see why those schools of thought have had an
And the shots! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
That was some seriously slick play. Pretty much textbook apart from the finish. Very impressive movement.
El Ainawi
Diop.
and Unahi. That's going wide left. Olise.
Out for a throw.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Riyad.
Brahim Diaz.
They get a throw in. Chouameni. And it's Koundé. Dembele opts for safety. And it's Hernandez. A probing pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Brahim Diaz.
Short changes him with that pass. And here's Mbappe.
And he's in on goal.
Unahi.
Quality ball.
Mazraoui. Now it's El Kanous. That is good strength. Swings it across. That's really well manoeuvred. Over to the right flank.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Who's looking wide? Now it's Doué. Doué. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Unahi.
Some front-footed pressing going on here.
Antioch.
Throw in.
Looking for options for movement.
Chooses to go cross-field.
And it's Doué. Doué.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Chouameni. And it's Koundé. And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Not the most convincing of passes. Bruno getting this one clear.
Great defending, strong and determined. Chouameni shifted it to the flank. Doué.
Oh, that's neat. Driven in.
Mazraoui
Can get it clear.
spread it left.
In once more.
And he's taking no chances there.
Here comes another cross. That's not going far.
That's very disappointing, it has to be said. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Oh, he's found support out wide.
That's tidy. The ball goes in. And it's hoisted clear.
There they go, hunting again.
He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Now it's Mbappe.
Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? First quarter of an hour gone.
Tries to pass it through. Diop kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Deftly away.
Now it's Brahim Diaz.
He's got away. And a chance!
Saliba plays it long. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Doué.
Nice bit of trickery. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, there's the clearance.
0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Morocco are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work. Morocco have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
Mazraoui. And he's managed to get free. Mazraoui got a long way forward to join the attack. And he's forced to go back. Diop. El Ainaoui. That's a good ball out wide. He's a sharp little ball here. He's picked his way through. And it's Dembele. Tchouaméni. That's Rabiot. And here's Doué. He'll try from distance. Not a bad try by any means.
I don't think anyone's really surprised that he's tried that, Peter. He's certainly confident in smacking one from range.
Doué. Unahi. Brahim Diaz. Can he get on the end of this? Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, good spread. And it's Rabiot. And Hernandez. And it's Doué. Good ball, good take. Can he finish? Goal, France! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
But pour l'équipe de France, après 25 minutes de jeu, le numéro 10.
France have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Brahim Diaz in acres of space out wide. Chance, surely! And he's quick to get rid. And he's quick to snatch it back. Hernandez. Doué. Doué getting forward. And it's Dembele. It's a really well-measured ball. Upamecano. Olise. Here's Tchouaméni. Oh, this looks sharp. Cleared without hesitation. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Mazraoui. Unahi. That has been slung wide. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni pokes it out wide. And it's Hernandez. And it's Doué. Now, there's no getting past him. It's really well defended. Can he get it through? Mazraoui. And El Canous has a look and plays it forward. Hernandez. And here's Doué. Lovely bit of skill. Now this could be a chance. It's Rabiot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Rabiot. El Nawi wins the duel this time, and it's made its way to him. Dembele. Forced to go back. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Chouameni. Al-Khanous. Upamecano to Rabiot. He's had it taken off him. Unahi. And he cuts out the supply. Rabiot. Now that looks a decent ball. And that's cause for mild irritation. Al-Khanous attempts a clearance. Unahi stood up well to him there. Rabiot. And it's Hernandez. Doué. Turns back here, probably the best option. And Upamecano. Koundé. And it's Chouameni. Nice looking ball. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Diop. Spread to the right. The message is clear, none shall pass. Now it's Doué. Rabiot. Koundé. Here's Chouameni. Hernandez. Doué venturing down the left. Doué. He's under a lot of pressure there. Rabiot. Chouameni. And it's Koundé. That's Rabiot. Unahi. That's destined for the flank.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Now it's Mbappe. Dembele. And here's Doué. Good read, needed to be. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Rabiot. Aims beyond the... Doué! Riyad can clear it away. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Brahim Diaz. Oh, red, nice interception. Upamecano. Koundé. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Chouameni. And Upamecano. Hernandez. And it's Rabiot. Chouameni. And Koundé. And he's had it nicked away. El Nawi. Well timed, excellent interception. Hernandez. No luck with that dink over the top. El Nawi. Unahi. Spread out to the left. Now it's Al-Khanous. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Brahim Diaz. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And they've switched it over to the other side. Not the most accurate pass. Unahi. And he's forced to go back. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. It's
Been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. France just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
France just about ahead, 1-0 at the break. And we get things going again. France currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Saliba, Koundé, and it's Tchouaméni to Rabiot. Dembele, and it's Koundé for Olise, and it's Koundé, and it's Rabiot, out towards the flank, Upamecano, and Hernandez, knocks it out wide. And here's Olise. And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. Towering header! He doesn't look too happy with that. Koundé, and it's Tchouaméni, Upamecano, Koundé, Mazraoui, Unahi, he's in plenty of space here. Rabiot gets it clear and smartly reclaimed. He has found a way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Diop. And El Ainaoui. Hakimi. And it's El Ainaoui. He is through here. Swung over. El Khanous has the space to scheme. It's a good run down the right. Now it's Mbappe. Rabiot. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's found a way through. Now it's Mbappe. Rabiot. Unahi. El Ainaoui. Unahi. That's destined for the flank. El Khanous. And he's managed to get free. And that's been drilled in. That's a lovely, delicate pass. Well, nicely intercepted. Diop.
France couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And here's Mbappe. Nicely spread. Now it's Olise. Oh, that's a key interception. France just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. It's a pretty loose pass. A good play on the left-hand side here. Rabiot. And it's Dembele. Unahi. And El Khanous. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Mbappe. And the finish! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Now there's a fine ball. It's Dembele! And a neat finish. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring.
But pour l'équipe de France. Après 5
He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
France are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
Mbappe being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Olise. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Unai, he shifted it to the flank. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Hernandez. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Dembele. Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Chouameni. And Koundé. Olise. Mazraoui gets a foot in here. Distributed tidily. That pass isn't the best. And that was very necessary. Now it's Mbappe. He has found a way through. Just eases him off the ball. Mbappe was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Defending was strong and firm. Chance here to counter. Olise receives it in a good position here. Mazraoui. Unai. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Olise. Olise! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Olise has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
He's found space here. Hernandez. Chouameni. Unai. And it's Diaz. Engages and forces him off the ball. Mbappe. Diop. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, super find. For Olise. Mbappe. Mazraoui. Al-Khanous. Knocks it into space. That has been cut short. Dembele. This ended up in no man's land. Rabiot charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Upamecano. Koundé. He's on it, can he get away? And here's Olise. He's in a great position here. There's the shot! It's hit the upright. Dembele. Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Brahim Diaz. And it's Diaz. Hakimi. Pinches it off him. And here's Mbappe. Unai. That's Brahim Diaz. Unai.
This is the time you need that pace.
Looking for the run. Out of play for a goal kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Oh, that's nice. He's got away. Shapes to shoot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Upamecano. And it's Koundé for Olise. Koundé. And Upamecano. Saliba. Tries to play it through. This looks promising. Looking to play him in. And it's played in. Played in again. Cleared without hesitation. That's going wide left. He's shifting through the gears here. Backward it goes. Mbappe looking to add to his goal. And he's running through. Threads one in. Can he finish? He's got a goal! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Après 75 minutes de jeu par le numéro 11.
Morocco cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Koundé for Olise. Now it's Dembele. And he's being shifted off it.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He's picked his way through. He's going for goal! Mazraoui goes short. France have the chance to go the other way. Oh, good take in a good area.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mbappe, somewhat off target. Unai. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Hakimi. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Hakimi. And Diop. That has not gone well. And it's Dembele. Mbappe. Al-Khanous. Mazraoui. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Always onto this. Real chance! Goal! Do not write them off. Back they come. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Succumbs to the pressure. Koundé. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Now it's Doué. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Unahi cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Now, can they get him away? Can he latch on to this? That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Into the last 5 minutes. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Mazraoui gets it away. He's having a pop! No, just not quite.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Changement en cours.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now then, the ball's come loose. Flings in across. Oh, important interception.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Unahi and Al-Ainawi. Great vision. Oh, great chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Driving forward. Diop. Hakimi.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps
Lovely
additionnel.
pass, but can he get there?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
2 minutes to be added on. Hernandez does really well to win the ball there. Oh, that's fabulous. Alainawi goes sliding in.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Unahi engages and forces him off the ball. Nicely weighted ball. Hakimi. And Alainawi. That is good alertness. And the shot's on here. Shoots! Oh, he's done it! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, they've done the hard part, but that signals the very end. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
France definitely struggled to get going. That was sensed by their support early on, and it just compounded the frustration.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Attention, attention, le trafic risque d'être très dense dès le coup de sifflet final.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We stand for the national anthem of France.
It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Achraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter. He's tactically very astute, he's versatile anywhere on that right flank, and you see him make overlap after overlap, and he loves to stretch defences.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Al-Khanous. El Ainaoui.
Oh, nicely intercepted.
Doué. And it's Hernandez.
Mbappe! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. France with the corner, they're first. Real chance! Oh, that's fabulous!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
But pour l'équipe de France.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, as volleys go, that is up there with anything I've seen before. It was superbly hit.
Morocco finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Olise. Mazraoui. And it's Al-Khanous. Chouameni. Rabiot. And Hernandez. Doué.
And that has been cleared.
And claimed it back swiftly. Brahim Diaz. Riyad. Mazraoui. That's a little off target. And here's Mbappe.
He's having a hit! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Well, the opening goal did come from a corner. Now then.
And he's taking no chances there. Olise picks it up out wide.
And it's kept out by a stubborn defence.
Diop. Hakimi. Brahim Diaz. Couldn't squeeze it through. Al-Khanous. Oh, it's Al-Khanous.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Referee's given a throw. El Kanous just eases him off the ball. He's shifting through the gears here. He slipped. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
And that's a poor penalty.
It really wasn't a confident penalty, Peter. It was almost like he was trying too hard to second guess what the keeper was trying to do.
And he stands tall, impenetrable. Hernandez. Now Saliba. And it's Koundé. He's gone forward. And it's El Kanous. He's picked his way through. Dembele. Well, that's well seen too. Diop. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that's a key interception. Spread out to the left. Now the delivery. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Doué. Showing good feet. Traoré.
Dembele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's Rabiot. Hernandez. And here's Doué. France have reclaimed it. Back in once more. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Unahi. El Kanous. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Doué. Oh, he's having a go! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Oh, given away. Oh, shooting chance! And that's a sharp finish. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Well, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
France are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Doué. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Hakimi. Cleared without hesitation. Mazraoui. Now it's El Kanous. Mazraoui. It's a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. Riyad.
And Diop. El Ainaoui. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And it's Rabiot. And the ball's come loose here. France have their third corner. Rabiot! No, he didn't quite meet it right. And they've got rid. Hernandez. And here's Doué, and he's managed to get free.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Upamecano. And Koundé. Olise. Shot, surely! Rising over the bar. El Ainaoui. Riyad. And it's Mazraoui. And El Khanous.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Through for him. He's had a shot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Brahim Diaz is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
El Ainaoui, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he's got away from him. Doué gets flagged offside. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Upamecano. Chouameni. And it's Rabiot. And here's Doué. El Ainaoui. And Diop. Hakimi. Pinches it off him. That was good alertness. Saliba. Hernandez. And it's Doué. Doué. Ball played for Dembele. Koundé. Koundé carries the ball down the right. Chance for a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Hakimi. Rabiot does really well there, he is strong. Hakimi. And it's El Ainaoui. El Ainaoui. Riyad gets over and intercepts. And here's Mbappe. Chouameni. Hernandez. And it's Doué. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Here's Chouameni. This is a promising build. Mbappe! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Defending was strong and firm. And here's Mbappe. And a chance!
And for a moment, time stood still.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Hakimi.
That's a good run down the left. He is just caressing the ball. Good read, needed to be.
Unai.
Who's looking wide.
Now it's El Kanous. That's a nicely shaped ball.
Dembele. Rabiot. That's going wide left. And it's made its way to him. 15 minutes till half-time. Unai. Dembele.
And here's Olise.
Chance to deliver. Riyad clears without hesitation.
El Kanous. Mazraoui. El Kanous.
It's not an especially good pass, that.
And Diop.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
And it's Diaz.
And here's Doué. That was good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, strongly challenged there. And it's Dembele.
Doué.
Oh, he's bustling through here. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so...
Decent chance! And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Après 36 minutes de jeu par le numéro 10.
France find a position of real strength now. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
France looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes.
El Ainaoui. Now Mazraoui.
Diop. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. He has found a way through.
Now it's Doué.
Riyad.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a good ball out wide. Aim forwards. Rabiot.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Brahim Diaz. Upamecano does well to get it back. Rabiot. And here's Mbappe. Lobbed in behind. And this is Dembele.
Unai.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Unai shoots! And there's a goal! That was easy, almost too easy.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Après 41 minutes de jeu, par le numéro 8.
Morocco may be down, but not out just yet. Now it's Olise. And it's Dembele. Rabiot. Unai. And it's Diaz. Stood up well to him there. And Diop. Riyad. Unai. And Hakimi. And it's Diaz. Hernandez does really well to win the ball there. Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. El Ainaoui. And Unai. Olise. Dembele.
Dembele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He is through here. Al-Khanous. Now it's Al-Khanous. He's found space here.
Oh, really well played.
Saliba. Hernandez. He's found a way through. Brahim Diaz has the space to scheme. And a header! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
El-Khanous certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Hernandez. It's a pretty loose pass. Unai. Now, can they get him away? And he's had it nicked away. Hernandez. Dembele. Nicely spread. Riyad cuts out the pass. And it's half-time.
France are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say, deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Well, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score. We're on the move again. And they're back on the ball again. Diop. And it's El Ainaoui. Brahim Diaz. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Al-Khanous. They get a throw in. That's been cut out, well played. Rabiot. And Hernandez. And it's Doué.
That's going in strongly. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
That's Al-Khanous. Shot a goal! And no mistake! It is an explosive start to the second half. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
All of a sudden we have a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Elise. And here's Dembele. In with the challenge. That is good progress on the left. El Ainaoui is in a really good position out wide. And it's El Ainaoui. Koundé wins the duel this time. Chouameni.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Oh, good-looking ball. Hakimi. Riyad. Hakimi. Unahi. Now it's Mbappe. And he's being shifted off it. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, great header! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
France have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's fabulous. He's under a lot of pressure there. Tries to pass it through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Rabiot. And it's Koundé. And it's Dembele. And here's Elise. Nicely shaped cross. And it's hoisted clear. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
It is a corner. So their fourth corner of the game. Hakimi gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Brahim Diaz. Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match. And at last, their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Not the most accurate pass. Unahi threads one in, and there's green grass ahead of him. This looks promising. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Spread it left. Mazraoui. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Now it's Mbappe. Dembele
Gets into a good position. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's El Kanous. Elise. El Ainawi. And Unahi. That's destined for the flank. Just about up to the hour now. Koundé has found the net here, of course. Dembele turns back here, probably the best option. Saliba played out to the left flank. Played into space. Oh, what has happened here? Cross. And it's hoisted clear.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And it's gone back to the keeper. And it's El Kanous. Rabiot.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, well measured.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
He's got away. Picked out brilliantly. Drills one in. Oh, and the shot! Oh, good finish. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
El Kanous. Foot in. Driving on and making good progress. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Unahi. Well, that pass isn't the best. Played out towards the right wing. Brahim Diaz providing an outlet on that flank. There's the header! Oh, crossbar! No, couldn't quite control it.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Brahim Diaz. El Ainawi. Over to the right flank. And he's managed to get free. That's the keeper's ball. Mbappe. He was under real pressure there. Now it's Elise. El Ainawi. That has ended up in no man's land. That's been intercepted. Upamecano. Now Saliba. And it's Hernandez. Now it's Doué. France couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. It's a good foot in there. It's a good one he's making out on the left. And that's been won straight back. Dembele. Oh, good spread. Olise. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Alcanus. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Changement en cours.
El Ainaoui tries to play it through. And this is Dembele. Very nicely done. Now it's... Can he finish? Goal! France! And they get themselves in front! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Le numéro 20.
France with the lead. Mazraoui. Saliba. And it's Hernandez. And Doué. That has not gone well. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And the through ball. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. Great ball, and he's in here. And he's straight offside. El Ainaoui, tidy with his distribution. Engages and forces him off the ball. Doué. Doué makes a dash for it.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Big chance, corner.
Attention, changement.
They're up to 5 corners now. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Morocco are looking to go forward now. El Ainaoui. Riyad. Now Salah Eddin. Koundé gets a foot in here. And it's Dembele. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that has been knocked clear. Mbappe pops him off it and wins back the ball. Great vision. Can he latch on to this? Doué. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Plays a sharp little ball here. Upamecano getting this one clear. Hakimi.
Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Hakimi calmly anticipates. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Doué. Dembele. Now what about a counter-attack? They want to be quick to recover this. Salah Adin. He's had it taken off him.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Tries from distance. He's got away with one there. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Looking to play him in. Oh, well measured. He's in it. Has a shot! And that is wildly off target.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Chouameni. And it's Koundé. Elise. And it's Dembele. Diop makes the interception. That has been slung wide. El Ainaoui. Unahi. Distributed tidily. Space for him to turn and look. And he's only too happy to take that back. Not the most convincing of passes. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Elise. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Dembele. Very much into the last knockings. Now it's Mbappe. El Ainaoui. It's a really well-measured ball. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Morocco really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Has a look and plays it forward. And he's there to belt it away. And that has left him in a heap. Hakimi. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And it's Rabiot. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, Red, nice interception. And here's Mbappe. Looking for the run. El Ainaoui. And Unahi. He's picked his way through. And reclaimed it in a trice.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
2 minutes to be added on. Hakimi gets a good foot in there. And here's Mbappe. Unahi. Now it's Mbappe. Spread to the right. He has found a way through. And it's Hakimi. Oh, that's fabulous. And that was very necessary. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. France can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional rollercoaster that. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But
Goes for a shot! Oh, special! That is a special goal! A finish right from the top draw!
it was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Brahim Diaz does well to get it back. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Upamecano. And it's Dembele. Can he get on the end of this? Koundé, nicely spread. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, good-looking ball. And he's managed to get free. Can he get it through? That's a...
Can he finish?
That's going to go a long way. He has found a way through.
Well, Lisa clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Tries a shot!
They've got to be quick to recover this. That's gone for a throw-in. Dembele. Hernandez. And it's Doué. Threads one in. Now it's Mbappe. Brahim Diaz. And Unahi. And shifted it to the flank. El Kanous. And it's Mazraoui. Koundé lays it forward. El Kanous. Saliba getting this one clear. Hernandez. He's found a way through.
Such good technique.
Foot in. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's going wide left. And it's El Kanous. Mazraoui. Rabiot producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Hakimi. He's having a hit! Gave it a go, but off target.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Morocco leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Pinches it off him. And it's Hakimi. Koundé plays it long. Doué. Rabiot. Hernandez in acres of space out wide.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He leaps for it! He will be livid with himself.
Stood up well to him there. Doué. He is through here. That is good strength. Shapes to shoot.
It's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
The goal scorer for France.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Diop. Hakimi. And it's Doué. He's picked his way through. He's in a great position here. Excellent challenge there. He's going for goal!
Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, you'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Morocco couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Now it's Brahim Diaz. El Ainaoui. Unahi. Spread it left. Now it's El Kanous. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Oh, and he's following up!
Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Morocco!
And again they hit the front.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Morocco with the lead. It's not an especially good pass, that. And it's Doué. Tries to pass it through. Space for him to turn and look.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Morocco are looking to go forward now. Olise goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's made its way to him. Now it's El Kanous. Unahi. Oh, that's a key interception. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Chouameni. Oh, good spread. El Ainaoui. El Khanous. Koundé cuts out the pass. Saliba. Rabiot. Great defending, strong and determined. That's beautifully weighted. Upamecano to Rabiot. And it's Tchouaméni. Dembele. Unahi. And it's Diaz. And it's Hakimi. Hakimi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. In with the challenge. El Ainaoui with the foul. Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. That's Rabiot, distributed tidily. Over to the right flank. El Khanous. And it's El Khanous. And El Ainaoui. That's a good ball out wide. Brahim Diaz. And the volley. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Saliba. Oh, quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. No, he wasn't going to let him past. And here's Mbappe. And here's Dembele. Brahim Diaz. This looks promising. Dembele. Spread to the right. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Spread out to the left. El Khanous. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Olise. Upamecano. And Koundé. Olise. And it's Rabiot. Played out towards the right wing. Koundé. For Olise. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Mbappe. He's had it taken off him. Brahim Diaz does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Very nearly half an hour gone here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Unahi driving forward. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Koundé. Rabiot. Upamecano. And it's Koundé. Oh, can he get onto this? Koundé. Tchouaméni. Oh, that's fabulous. Olise. He's got away. El Ainaoui did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Unahi. It's a really well-measured ball. Played out to the left flank. El Khanous venturing down the left. A lovely bit of skill. Shoots! Oh, that was no routine save.
Unahi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Now it's Mbappe. Rabiot. It's run loose here. And it's Mazraoui. Dembele. Chouameni. Rabiot. Doué might just make this. Rabiot. Doué. Hernandez. Brahim Diaz. Antioch. Played back to the goalkeeper. Riyad. That's really well manoeuvred. Great vision. He's found a way through. Riyad did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. El Khanous. Ah, such a clever touch. Dembele clears it away. There will be a throw-in. Morocco heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. And here's Dembele. Unahi played back into the centre. He's looking wide. Takes the shot! No, not quite.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Saliba. Rabiot. Thinks about the shot.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Unahi. Crunching tackle. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And he's being shifted off it. That's destined for the flank. Upamecano is there and he can get that clear. Goes for goal! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Unahi. And here's Brahim Diaz. And it's Hakimi. Cross from Hakimi.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's had it nicked away. Saliba. And Koundé. Upamecano. Now it's El Khanous. Hernandez. Koundé. Mazraoui gets a foot in here. Unahi. Nicely shaped ball. There's the header! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Doué. Oh, nicely intercepted. Koundé. And it's Chouameni. Now Mbappe.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Unahi, a dangerous raider down the right-hand side.
Upamecano. Rabiot. Ball played for Dembele. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Unai. Now it's Mbappe. And he skips past his man. And here's Dembele. Gets a good foot in there. And it's ended up in no man's land. And it's Dembele. Oh, now he can run away with it. And that is the end of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
Oh, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Morocco ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval. So straight into the second half. Hernandez.
Oh, really well played.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And it's El Khanous. El Ainawi. Hakimi making good progress on the right-hand side. El Ainawi. That has been slung wide. And it's Hakimi. Now this could be a chance. Unai! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Unai just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Rabiot. Ball played for Dembele. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Dembele, and he's managed to get free. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Can he latch on to this? Hernandez. Chouameni. Nicely weighted ball. Saliba makes the interception. Upamecano. Olise. Oh, that is a nice touch. Now it's Mbappe. Now that looks a decent ball. Chouameni. And it's Chouameni. Upamecano. That's a sharp pass. Hakimi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hernandez. Oh, it's Dembele. He's found a way through. Over to the right flank. Mazraoui. And El Ainawi. Diop. That's a good ball out wide. And Unai distributed tidily. He's beaten the last decent chance! And that's a good finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
That has been cut short. Rabiot. And it's Rabiot. Good ball, good take. Back to the keeper it goes. That's the throw.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Oh, great chance! Chance, surely! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that, if only he managed to retain his composure.
Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Oh, no messing about, it is red. France are down to 10 men. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Spread to the right. Tries one from range. Oh, glorious! That is a special one. A finish of true class. Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Now it's come to nothing.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Hernandez. Here's Tchouaméni. Koundé. For Olise.
The attendance for
Quarter
this
of an hour
match
into the
was
second half.
81,007.
Upamecano gets over and intercepts. El Ainaoui. Played out towards the right wing. He's picked his way through. Looking for the run. He's on it. Can he get away? It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Morocco really could have done without this. Look of bemusement and dismay from the culprit, but the referee clearly thinks there was enough there for a penalty. And that's one back! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty, made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
The goal scorer for France after 62 minutes is number 10, Mbappe.
France may be down, but not out just yet. And it's El Khanous. El Ainaoui. Can he get away here? Tchouaméni was in no mood for any of that. Hakimi. Unahi. Doué. Now it's Mbappe. Rabiot. Doué. Hernandez. That's been slipped through. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He's in a great position here. Unahi. Ainawi. Dembele. Koundé. And it's Rabiot. Oh, there's a probing ball. He might be in here! Played into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it...
Olise! And that is well cleared. And it's Rabiot. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. He's looking wide. Doué has the space to scheme. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. The ball has bounced loose now. And here's Mbappe. Looking to play him in. Big chance! Well taken goal. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
France now just needing 1.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
He is through here. He's going all the way. Barcola. Oh, shooting chance! And he can thump it away. And he can clear it away. And they are prompt with their pressing. Oh, it's come loose. Foot in. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Upamecano kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he's got the beating of his man. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Chance for a shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Substitutions taking place.
France have opted to make another change here. Oh, that's fabulous. Brahim Diaz gets a cross in. Rabiot in with the challenge. Unahi. Now it's Alcanus. Dembele pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Hernandez. Rabiot. And that's really well manoeuvred. Dembele. Alcanus receives it in a good position here. Chouameni. And it's Rabiot.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Cherki. And no, that was never going to make it. Dembele. Played out to the left flank. Brahim Diaz. Nice bit of trickery. Now this could be a chance. Hernandez. Ball played for Dembele. Oh, good spread. They get a throw in. France making further changes here and in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Brahim Diaz. And it's Hakimi. Can he finish? And that really should have been that.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Tchouaméni. Rabiot. Upamecano. And it's Akliouche. Oh, that's well spotted. Nicely spread. Brahim Diaz.
Morocco clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
What a throw in. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Upamecano. Now it's Mbappe. He's had it taken off him. And it's Akliouche. That is good alertness. Akliouche. Now it's Mbappe. And it's made its way to him.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that was very necessary. Morocco have it back and can go again. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Hernandez. Rabiot. Akliouche. And here's Mbappe. Great ball, and he's in here. He's had a shot! Goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Simplicity itself.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the momentum.
Diop calmly anticipates. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Mbappe! And the shot! And how did he not put that away?
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Tchouaméni. And Upamecano. Koundé. And Cherki. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Diop. Now it's El Khanous. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. It's a straight red, he has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. That'll be a throw. Oh, a delicate chip through. The final 5 minutes. Mazraoui. Now it's El Khanous. Oh, red, nice interception. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Played through into space. Cherki looking to receive it in space.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Akliouche. Brahim Diaz.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
El Khanous. Rabiot. And it's Mazraoui. Knocks it into space. Mazraoui was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Just about within shooting range. Not a bad try by any means.
I don't think anyone's really surprised that he's tried that, Peter. He's certainly confident in smacking one from range.
Deep into stoppage time. Now, can they get him away? Now it's El Khanous. Now it's Mbappe. That looks a good ball through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Shot a goal! Oh, and it's come back out to him. He lifts the roof! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Brahim Diaz. Unai.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Barcola. Well, that is one way to stop him.
This looks promising.
That's good play from him.
He's shifting through the gears here. And he's had it nicked away. Not the most accurate pass. And we're done. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Morocco definitely struggled to get going. That was sensed by their support early on, and it just compounded the frustration.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Please report to the staff room immediately.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. We stand for the national anthem of France. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick his spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. That pass isn't the best. Upamecano is there, and he can get that clear. He's having a pop! Against the crossbar!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Unahi just eases him off the ball.
Morocco would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Chouameni, Doué. Now Mbappe, and he's picked out the run. Brahim Diaz, El Ainaoui, and he's got the beating of his man. Diop does really well to win the ball there. And here's Elise. El Canous.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And El Ainaoui, Unahi, and he's let fly! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Knocks it out wide, and it's El Ainaoui. Tries from a long way out. Gave it a go, but off target.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Chouameni, Koundé. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Diop makes the interception. He's picked his way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. That's destined for the flank. Tries one from range! Oh, belter! That is a gem! An absolute gem! The first significant strike.
The goal scorer for Morocco after 10 minutes is number 11.
France finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Olise. And it's Chouameni. All played for Dembele. It's a searching pass. Morocco leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Unahi. He's looking wide. Now it's Al-Kanous. That's good play. Upamecano. Koundé. Dembele. Mbappe. He's being chased here by an unwelcome guest. And he was quick to react. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Oh, that's fabulous. Brahim Diaz. And it's Hakimi. El Ainaoui. Mazraoui. El-Kanous, the pressing's intense and it's paid off. Diop. And it's Hakimi. And El Ainaoui. And it's Diaz. Now that looks a decent... There's the shot!
Oh, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Morocco have their opponents right where they want them, and we've barely begun. He'll try from distance! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Upamecano tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Rabiot. Goes for goal! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Dembele.
El Ainaoui powering forward here. Unahi. Morocco have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Not the most accurate pass. Rabiot. And it's Koundé. Chouameni. And it's Dembele. Olise is onto it in a flash. He's on it, can he get away? Chouameni tries to pass it through. He's got away. Dembele. Unahi. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Koundé and Upamecano. This is a promising build-up. Koundé and Hernandez. Doué finding himself in space, and he's managed to get free. Ball swung in. That has been knocked clear. El Ainaoui. And it's Doué. And here's Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz delivers. Cleared without hesitation. Unahi. Now it's El Kanous. Olise. Koundé. Rabiot. He's had it taken off him. A heavy challenge. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
He's a sharp little ball here. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Mazraoui is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And he's well positioned. He's having a hit! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Saliba, and it's Chouameni. Ball played for Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. Olise. And it's Doué. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's El Kanous. Unahi. Unahi! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And it's Diaz. He's had a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Dembele. El Ainaoui. Brahim Diaz. Oh, that's well spotted. Rabiot. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's found a way through. Can he finish? Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Diop. Back to the keeper it goes. Riyad. And it's Mazraoui. And El Kanous. Unahi pops him off it and wins back the ball. Rabiot. For Olise. Played out towards the right wing. And it's El Ainawi. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Unahi, it's run loose here. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And he's taking no chances there. Koundé. Olise. Now it's Mbappe. He is through here. He's taking on a lot of them. That's a decent clearance. Taken back almost at once. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, what a ball! And he takes a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward. El Ainawi. Bunu punts it upfield. Played out to the left flank. And it's Mazraoui. Mazraoui. That's tidy. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And here's Brahim Diaz, tries a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Dembele. And Doué. Rabiot. Shifted it to the flank. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he's had it nicked away. That's going wide left. El Ainawi. Now it's El Kanous. Pinches it off him. That's the throw. Unahi. It's going to be another throw. Over to the right flank. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Oh, shooting chance! And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Way too good, Dieter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. He would have made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
"3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Dembele.
Oh, easy pickings there. That's a good run he's making there. Oh, he's been caught napping. Hernandez. And it's Rabiot. This looks promising. Dembele. Saliba. Hernandez. And it's Doué. El Canous. Nicely weighted ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Deftly away. Tchouaméni. Hernandez. Tchouaméni. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And it's Mazraoui. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Stood up well to him there. Brahim Diaz.
There will be
El
1 minute
Ainaoui.
added time.
El Ainaoui going vertical. And that has been knocked clear. Tchouaméni. Now Saliba. Dembele. Oh, good spread. Now it's Olise. Wriggles his way through. And no, he's seen through all of that. El Canous. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up
Just a
at
quick
will.
announcement, it is now time for our
It's an
special
eye-catching
lottery.
scoreline,
Please
but
grab
it's
the
a
tickets you
fair
were given
reflection
when
on
looking
what
through
we've
the
just
game.
seen in this
Everyone,
first half,
please
Peter.
welcome to the
Now they
field
just need to
our
make sure they
players.
retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Morocco, clearly the superior force halfway through this contest. They lead 3-0. We're on the move again. Doué. Mbappe is onto this. Defending was strong and firm. Upamecano spots it and intercepts. Looking to play him in. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Yeah, a callous act that was used to rescue a desperate moment, Peter. They dug a deep hole for themselves there.
So, power or guile, what's it going to be? So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. And he's lifted it over. Rabiot. And it's Dembele. Saliba. And Koundé. Olise has it in a wide position. Dembele receives it in a good position here. Olise plays it short. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Brahim Diaz. Morocco are looking to go forward now. Can he get on the end of this? Can he get onto this?
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Riyad. And it's Hakimi. Diop. Now he's off and running. That is good alertness. Upamecano.
That has been slung wide. Dembele is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Elise, the ball has bounced loose now. Koundé, Dembele.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Probing pass. Oh, he's found support out wide. He has found the way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And he is going into that little black book. Unahi. Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Good ball, good take. It's a goal kick. Upamecano gathers from the goal kick. El Ainaoui. Now Mazraoui. And the return pass. Hakimi. And it's El Khanous. Well, it's still early in the second half, but this does look like a job already done. That has been cut short. Riyad. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Hakimi. Mazraoui. Now it's El Khanous. Elise. That looks a good ball through. And he's been shifted off it. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And here's Elise. And he's only too happy to take that back. El Khanous, 2 assists to his credit already. Unahi.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Spread to the right. El Ainaoui. Mbappe wins the duel this time. Koundé engages and forces him off the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's made its way to him. The defence opting here for strength in numbers.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And the shot! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Great defending, strong and determined. Spread it left. Nicely spread. Distributed tidily. Brahim Diaz. And El Ainaoui. Spread out to the left. And he's quick to return it. That's rather hopeful. A whisker away from making it 4.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Can he get it through?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Defending of the desperate variety. Mazraoui. Played back into the centre. Now this could be a chance. Oh, that's a key interception. Rabiot. That is lovely. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Rabiot. Oh, there's a probing ball. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Mbappe. And he's got away from him. And the counter is on. And this is Dembele. He's in a great position here. Al-Khanous. Looking for the run. Spread neatly. He's rising! And that's a good finish. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Number 20, Desiree Doué.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Diop. Riyad. That has been slung wide. Unahi. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Mbappe. Chouameni. And it's Dembele. And Koundé. Mazraoui promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, he's charged, surely! And that's a tiny finish! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Mbappe.
France now just needing 1.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Played out to the left flank. Well, that has not gone well. And it's Al-Khanous. This looks promising. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Hernandez. Chouameni. Dembele. Olise. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Looking for options for movement. Well, that's well seen too. Hernandez. Dembele. Unahi. Here's a chance! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, distance never seems to be an issue for some players, and he's certainly one of those. The opening was there, I guess. Worth a try.
Dembele. And that's been won straight back. And it's made its way to him.
Great feet, that.
And he is dashing away. Showing good feet. France have a free kick.
Substitutions taking place.
Chucky! That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Chouameni. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Hernandez picks it up out wide.
France really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Alcanus. That's a good ball out wide. And it's Diaz. Can he finish? And that's in. And surely now, the results are beyond doubt. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Diop.
Unahi. And Doué knocks it into space. He's shifting through the gears here. And Nawi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Cherky, and the finish! Another one of football's and how moments.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
Substitution.
France making further changes here, and in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Alcanus. Nawi. That has ended up in no man's land. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Alcanus. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Akliouche. Now it's Mbappe.
Such good technique.
And he's found a way past. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Nawi. Now, can they get him away? Decent chance! It's a goal! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
After 83 minutes is number 10, Mbappe.
And a really good game is threatening to break out here.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Gets a good foot in there. El Ainawi. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Diaz. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And played cross-field, changing the... That could spell trouble! Very much into the last knockings. He's free, he has got space! Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
France really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Morocco clearly now in lead preservation mode. Good ball, good take.
That's good play from him.
Aims beyond the defence. It's not an especially good pass, that. Rabiot.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Akiush. He's had it taken off him. Oh, nicely intercepted. It's played through for him. Doué receives it in a wide position. Driving through the middle. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Cherki really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
El Kanous. Riyad.
If they're good enough to keep the ball at this stage, it should see them through.
Cherki. And there's green grass ahead of him. Mbappe goes for a shot! And there's a goal! They have stolen level at the last! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Koundé. And the number on the board is 3. Oh, that's clever. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's El Kanous. Hernandez. And it's Hernandez.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he's straight offside. That's cause for mild irritation. Koundé. Rabiot. So that means another 30 minutes football. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So no winner at full time. We will be going the distance.
Substitution in progress.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time.
Morocco pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? Now it's El Kanous. Foot in. Riyad. Turns back here, probably the best option. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Nasraoui. Unahi. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And he's whipped and he shoots! And how did he not put that away?
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
It's their second corner of the game. El Kanous! Harmlessly behind. Upamecano. Koundé. And Cherki. El Kanous. Chance for a shot! Oh, he's done it! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Saliba. This is a promising build-up. And it's Zaire Emery.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
That is a brilliant interception. El Kanous. Nasraoui. And he's forced to go back. Akliouche. And it's Conte. Brahim Diaz. And El Ainaoui. Unahi. What's going wide left? Now it's Mbappe. Hakimi cuts out the pass.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And it's El Kanous. El Kanous. That's very neat. El Kanous on a serious charge here. In early. Deftly away. That has ended up in no man's land. And the shot! And that is wildly off target. Zaire Emery. Conte. It's a really well-measured ball. Great vision. Mbappe. Diop did well to stay calm there. Oh, can he get onto this? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Tries to play it through. Chance! And that's a sharp finish. And once more we are all Middle square, you score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
After 12 minutes in
Oh,
extra
one moment
time.
you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here. Threads one in. Space for him to turn and look. Tries to get it clear. Morocco have it back and can go again. Diop gets over and intercepts. And that has left him in a heap. Unahi, he's on it, can he get away? Zaire Emery. And it's Akliouche. Mazraoui. And it's Al-Khanous. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. In with the challenge. And he has been fouled there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. I think he knew immediately that he'd got that one wrong. The wall did its job.
Where it came from. And a chance! And that's a real chance missed.
There will
Zaire
be 1
Emery.
minute added time.
Now it's Mbappe. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Zaire Emery. Al-Khanous. And he cuts out the supply. Over to the right flank. Cherki. He's having a shot! Oh wow, that's crazy! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And we're halfway through extra time.
Please join me in wishing all
Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now shot a goal! It's bounced back off the post. Zaire Emery. And here's Mbappe. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Cherki! Fabulous save by Bunu! Bakun, terrific effort! Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
How How many? Just how many? France go up by 2 and are looking good.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
It's anyone's ball now. So, third quarter of the game. Turkey getting this one clear. France have the chance to go the other way. Diop. And it's El Ainawi. Great defending, strong and determined. And that could set him on his way. Now it's Barcola. He's in one-on-one. Great chance! Goal! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
After 20 minutes in extra time is number 12, Barcola.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Saliba and Akliouche. Hernandez. Now it's Mbappe. Pinches it off him. Riyad clears without hesitation. And it's Zaire Emery. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Unahi. Crunching tackle. Spread out to the left. Well, fatigue is really taking its toll now. Played out towards the right wing. Zaire Emery. Now it's Barcola. And he plays one through. Now this could be a chance. Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! His utter joy! He engages with absolute happiness.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
In extra time is number 10, Mbappe.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
That has not gone well. Unahi, Kante wins the duel this time. That has been slung wide. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hernandez. Tries to play it through. Barcola. Shoots! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And he steered it beyond the post. Unahi stood up well to him there. Akliouche and the through ball. Mbappe receives it in a good position here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Back in possession and ready to go again. Upamecano. And it's Koundé. And Akliouche. Akliouche stood his ground strongly. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Well, that is one way to stop him. Unahi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's oh, he's having a go! No, it's wide. It's a pretty loose pass. Unahi.
There will be one
Koundé.
minute added time.
Zaire Emery. Akliouche. Cherki providing an outlet on that flank. Shot could be on. Real chance! It's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Number 10, Mbappe.
France are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Akliouche. And that's it. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited
Please
and
make sure
deserved to
to
be.
watch the screen for an information bulletin.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.